In a world where chaos reigns and the internet never sleeps, where purple-haired weirdos plot in the shadows, cross-country booty calls end in disaster, and the legend herself, Savage, is back, and she's taking no prisoners. And people are going real life like it's their full-time job. This channel will bring you the tea, hot, unfiltered, and with a side of smack talk.
Hey, hey. You already know what it is. A-Mac in the spot, talking smack, rolling big. Yeah, she light one up, then she going live. Break it all down, got the facts on time. Talking that talk, ain't no holding back. Big vibes, big brains, and a mean little pack. Ay, hit the vibe check, bet it come correct. Gummy's got a floating, but she still got intellect. Deep dives, hot takes, always got finesse. A Mac talking smack, put the haters to the test. Ay, Mac talking smack, what you know about that? Blunt lit up, yeah, she speaking straight facts. Gummies in the stash, got opinions on blast. If you ain't vibing right, you ain't finna last. Hot takes, stay fired, got the chat tuned in. They be hating in the comments, but she still gon' win. Laughing at the trolls, yeah, she roll it, take a hit. Keep it real, stay loud, she ain't changing not a bit. Ay, yeah, let's vibe, take a trip. Hop up in the chat, drop a like, don't dip. Hit the sub, roll it up, stay tuned, don't slack. A-Mac talking smack, yeah, you know where it's at. A-Mac talking smack, what you know about that? Blunt lit up, yeah, she speaking straight facts. Gummies in the stash, got opinions on blast. If you ain't vibing right, you ain't finna last. Yeah, light it up, vibe with me. A-Mac in the zone, that's the energy. Smoking, talking, snacking, laughing. That's just how it be, no capping. Light it up, vibe with me. A-Mac in the zone, that's the energy. Smoking, talking, snacking, laughing. That's just how it be, no capping. Yeah, light it up, vibe with me. A-Mac in the zone, that's the energy. Smoking, talking, snacking, laughing. That's just how it be, no capping.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me on my take two since I had my OBS issues. So I went straight to StreamYard today. That way I don't have issues. And then, of course, I played it an old intro that had like a pre-intro that had nothing to do with what we're talking about. So that is my life right now. So Mystery was first. Hey, Mystery, Jen, Grandma. I think, oh yeah, Emmy said 70 degrees. Holy moly. I'm jealous. It's raining. Well, it's not raining yet. It's supposed to rain. We're on vacation this week. And of course, it's supposed to rain the whole week. So, it is what it is. Hey, Rockabit. Hey, Nanny Sharon. Thanks for being here. Kate the Great. Zero Jules. Hello. Brigitte. Steph B, the soup. Hello, hello. Hey, Shambles Troll. All right, GP. What's up? GP in the house. All right. So this is take two because last night we tried to do OBS and OBS was not being friendly with the sound. No one could hear what I was sharing. So, like I said, we're back on StreamYard today. StreamYard added scenes. What are they trying to be, OBS? Hey, Wise Angel. So we are going to kind of start where we were leaving off yesterday. before we were trying to see what Casey Anthony had to say for herself, we were talking about 100,000 egg heist, which, I should see if they cracked it. Let's see, Pennsylvania egg heist. So February 5th. No, it doesn't look like they cracked the case on the egg heist. So yeah, basically $40,000 worth of eggs were stolen in Pennsylvania. We covered the Charizard Cheeto, the Cheetos are. And so we'll carry on with what we were going to talk about after that, which was motherfucking Casey Anthony. Hey, Nunya. Yes. Okay. Here's the real test, is if you can hear the clips that I'm trying to play. Okay. Let's see. I know. Yeah. Healing time. That was the pun. It was like, this is going to be hard to crack. And then I feel like grandma made a good pun after that. Okay. So Casey Anthony has reemerged as a legal advocate.
We're sweat to death. Okay.
Oh, are you nervous? Are you nervous, Casey? Can you guys hear that? Hey, Amy.
Today is Saturday, March 1st, 2025. This is my first of probably many recordings.
God, no. Help us all. Okay, we can hear. Whoop, whoop.
On a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal.
Okay, you're a legal advocate for who? Please list names. We need names.
Field since 2011. And in this capacity, I
be real.
Feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself and also advocate for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony.
Oh, we fucking know who you are, bitch. Thanks, GP. Only 1 month. I'm a smack talker virgin. We know who you are.
My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself.
Okay, so real talk, do we think that she is doing this because she saw all the attention that what's her face? Gypsy Rose was getting? Is that why we think she'd reemerged?
I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity.
A professional capacity. Okay.
My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools and resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Casey. No one's going to come to you for help. The fact that you think anybody would want to come to you for help is comical.
So,
hey, Irish. I didn't even see you in here. Welcome. You know what? I feel like my StreamYard's being weird with the chat. But hey, Irish, I did not see you come in. Welcome. That is my co-mod on the Milkers.
With that, please join me on Substack. If you have questions, I will set up an email address where we can correspond directly. Up until this point, that has never happened. And it's only going to be on a limited basis regarding legal issues, legal matters. One of the main reasons that I'm doing this, there are people close to me who have been targeted and attacked recently. There are also people close to me who have had some recent things occur. And when necessary, people needed to step up, myself included. So as a proponent for the LGBTQ community, for our legal community.
Wait, what?
Women's rights. I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now look at as a blessing as opposed to the curse that it has been since 2008.
Okay.
With that,
this platform was not thrust upon you. You killed your daughter. That is why you're in this situation. Do not blame anybody but yourself. Yes, Zero. She does have a smackable face. You can't blame anybody but yourself. This was not thrust upon you. You killed your daughter, and that's why you're in this situation. And you somehow got acquitted. Probably because you had a good lawyer. But no, this was not thrust upon you. You did this to yourself.
these aren't going to be perfect. They're not going to be edited. Most of the time, they're not going to be short. But I am proverbially standing in the light, embracing this piece.
Hey, Rhonda.
Still going to keep my privacy intact. So you will get very comfortable with my car. And
I like how she's saying this like we owe her something. Like she's doing this for us. No.
I will explain in great detail why it's so important for people to protect their privacy. It's not just important to public figures, it's even more important to private individuals. And with the current climate in our country, especially, it's that much more important, which is why I am utilizing the Substack platform. Yes, I am advertising this and publishing this on TikTok, possibly also through other meta platforms, but my intention is to separate from that and showcase even more why Substack is such an important resource for people to utilize moving forward. Anyway, I appreciate your time, and we'll see how this goes.
All right. Well, sorry, Melanie. We're not going to stream snipe you today. So Substack. The only Substack I've really read was the Dear David Substack, where the guy from Twitter was being haunted. Hey, Freak Snake. Hey, Truth. What's up? But I find it comical that she thinks anybody gives a shit what she has to say. Nobody is going to come to you for help, Casey. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. You are a murderer. You're a murderer. You killed your sweet little innocent and honest, you guys. Kaylee was the cutest little girl. So we'll have to see what more Casey does. It's going to be interesting to see what she even has to talk about or what she's advocating for, because she better not be advocating for kids. That's for damn sure. So we'll see. We'll see what she has to say. Yeah, looking at her makes my blood boil too. It will only tear apart her chance to say, yeah. Yeah, she was a little doll. Oh my gosh, the cutest little thing ever. Okay, so we're going to move on to Scamanda. So I covered the Scamanda story a couple months ago. They just did, I think, a Hulu series. Was it Hulu? Like a 5 or 6 episode Hulu series on, the whole story of Scamanda. And so Scamanda was a cancer scammer. She scammed her community, her family, and she went to prison for it. So this is Scamanda Speaks from Prison. So let's see what this bitch has to say. We're just with some self-righteous hoes today, aren't we?
It takes a lot to surprise me in the true crime world. You can call it a side effect of covering killers and thieves and crooks and scammers for more than 35 years. But Amanda C. Riley, aka Scamanda, she got my attention. Actually, she got under my skin.
Oh, no.
And I
got under her
think
skin.
the same thing has happened to millions of you. Certainly millions of listeners who binged on the podcast Scamanda and then shot that podcast to the top of the charts, where it has remained for almost 2 years.
If you guys haven't listened to the Scamanda podcast, it is pretty crazy.
It is such a blockbuster that ABC and Hulu turned it into a limited series for television. You heard me, television, where, limited series are rarely told. That's the domain of streamers like Netflix and HBO and stuff. But this week on Thursday,
another punchable face. Am I right?
Night, ABC is dropping its final episode of Scamanda. And I can tell you, they are breaking some new ground and unearthing more maddening details about this scam queen. If you need a primer, Amanda C. Riley is the most exquisite liar and thief I've ever come across. She stole a husband, a daughter, and mountains of money from churches.
She did steal a husband. She stole the husband. She was basically coaching these kids in cheerleading, and she stole the fucking husband. No, Grandma. So she said she had Hodgkin's lymphoma, so blood cancer. And basically stole the story from her husband. No, yeah, her husband's like stepdaughter from his previous marriage, and scammed her church. She was given like plane trips, hotels, concert tickets, like crazy, like basically Make-A-Wish, on steroids. So
cancer victims, school teachers, and everybody in between. I know it may not seem like much, but Amanda stole people's souls. She weaved herself deep into their worlds and she robbed them blind while they cared for her and helped her or prayed for her. And the lengths that she went to, that is what was so jaw-dropping. Aside from the massive scam of pretending that she constantly was dying of cancer and having her friends, her fellow congregants, or even strangers pay for her bills and her care and look after her kids and send her on trips, while all that was happening, she pulled a side scam as a school principal by fudging that she was getting a master's at Stanford.
Oh, shit.
She wasn't
not Stanford.
Going to stop. And sure enough, someone said to me, well, Amanda's now going to be principal at a elementary school in Gilroy.
Gilroy. I always wanted to go to the Gilroy Garlic Festival.
She moved 40 minutes away, and I just knew this.
Mystery, no, this is more just like an update, because I covered Scamanda a couple months ago. So this is like an update on where, she spoke from prison. So
school was going to be her next target.
And lo and behold, it was. Scamanda held a cancer fundraiser for herself and another teacher who was really dying of cancer. And Scamanda helped herself to more than half of the proceeds. Her lies ran so deep that many of her victims wouldn't even abandon her after the police charged her as a fraudster.
I had no doubt about it at all. I mean, to a fault.
At what point in the process did you call bull?
She pled guilty.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Wise Angel.
Charlie Webster is the host of the podcast and the ABC series, and she is dropping some new bombshells this week about a lengthy phone call that she had with Amanda in prison. Amanda had some news about her sketchy husband, Corey. Lots of listeners believe that he was in on the whole thing, though he was never charged. And she had a new deflection.
Hey, Sunny, I don't know if I said hi. So yeah, her husband, Corey, I don't know if it's been proven or not, if he knew about her scamming and her faking cancer. How do you not know? How long is she in prison? Let me take a look. Scamanda prison. So She was sentenced to 5 years in order to pay restitution. And so she was sentenced in 2022. So I think she's still in prison. Yeah. And she'll be there for another 3 years, 2 years.
Amanda, about where all the stolen money was spent.
Oh, gosh, I don't even know where to start. So we had a 25-minute conversation. She told me that Corey and her are divorcing. We talked about Corey. Amanda said that a lot of the money that she raised through saying she had cancer actually was spent on Corey's divorce to Alita and child custody and child support for Jessa. Amanda got really upset.
So Corey is the guy she stole from this lady, Alita, because Alita had hired her to teach her daughter cheerleading. And Amanda used her cancer a lot in the custody battle between Corey and his ex-wife when they were fighting for his daughter, and Amanda would call it her bonus daughter. So it sounds like maybe he did know.
Said at one point in the conversation about her children. It seemed very genuine. She was really crying and very, very upset, sobbing. She said she is sorry and she does want to take accountability. But she looked well. That was one thing that surprised me. She looks well, and she is still saying that she's got health problems. I honestly don't know.
Problems, maybe.
What I think about that. I don't know. I honestly don't know whether that's true or not.
Just a short time ago, Charlie Webster, that host, joined me.
She looks good while she's in prison. It's probably because she's not actively trying to make herself look
for a far-reaching conversation about these new Scamanda revelations and what she thinks Amanda is going to do next. Charlie, it is so good to have you on. I cannot believe that A, Amanda took a call from you, and B, spent 25 minutes on the phone with you. Were you shocked that she wanted to talk?
Oh, thanks, Ashley. Yes and no. I think I was so curious about what Amanda would think. Like, this was in the early days. Like, was she sorry? Like, why? And I think I had the same questions as any listener and viewer has, right? Like, I'm a human too, and it's interesting and curious to know what was behind this. And so I think that was a bit of a test. Like, would Amanda speak to me? And I did see if she wanted to speak and do an interview on both the podcast and on the TV docuseries. But she just said to me that she wanted to serve out her prison sentence and figure out what she was going to do, but wanted to speak to me, I suppose, to share with me some of her thoughts. And she was aware of everything that was going out publicly. And I approached her in what I would see a very neutral and fair way. I approached her after the sentencing, after she was sentenced, and said, look, this is who I am. This is what I'm thinking of doing. And then it progressed from there. So yes and no, to answer your question.
Well, it's riveting stuff. I mean, look, I'm a super fan and I can't get enough of the story. So every morsel that you drop, I'm on it. And when I heard this big breaking bit of information about this Thursday night's episode that Amanda and Corey are divorcing, I had to do a double take. What did she tell you?
Yeah, I think, again, it's this like, well, what about Corey? What about this kind of fascination now of like how this story progresses? Like, what's Amanda's life going to look like? And then obviously everybody questions Corey. That's one of the biggest questions. And so, yeah, we found out that Amanda and Corey was divorcing. Corey actually filed for the divorce, and that's something that they're going through the process right now. Amanda's talked to me a little bit about it, and she's also said that for her, she regrets everything that she's done every day. This is what she's told me. It's up to you all to decide or believe what you want to believe, and that she's sorry. And I think it was so important for me and for all of us to really hear what Amanda said, because I think it helps teach us about these kind of crimes and also psychological manipulation and betrayals, which I don't know about you, Ashley, and everyone. I've definitely experienced that in my own life. And, was Amanda sorry or not? Did she believe what she's done is wrong? Did she actually believe what she's done, or was she going to victimize herself? And then, she's told me about the fact that they're divorcing and that, that's currently in process at the moment. And I think, that may be a surprise from people. They're going to go their separate ways and see what life brings for both of them.
I love that you bring your personal story. I mean, you have to listen deep into the bonus content to know about this personal story of yours that, you were homeless twice. You were abused by your running coach. And so you have this deep empathy for the victims of the psychological abuse, the people who fell victim to her. And I wonder,
exactly,
as I say those words, I wonder if you felt like you were being sucked in by her because we know she's so good at it. Did you feel for a moment like, oh, here we go. I'm starting to be a believer.
That is such a good question and such a good point. And thank you also for talking a bit about...
Well, I feel like she kind of did if she told her she's still having health problems. Like, come on.
Myself, because I think, I'm a journalist, I'm neutral, but at the same time, I've lived a life. I've lived a life and I understand deep pain and I understand trauma. And I was also raised in an environment where narcissistic behavior was central to it. So I can see a deeper side, I suppose, to this rather than, this woman faked cancer and she took some money. To me, that's not the story at all. And so I really wanted to make sure that the victims of Amanda got a voice, especially like Jessa, her bonus daughter, who she calls her bonus daughter, it's her stepdaughter, to make sure that's portrayed in the podcast. And Jessa chose not to speak in the docuseries because she felt like her story was already out there and her mental health is so important. But then as to Amanda, when I speak to Amanda, I hear Jessa's voice. I hear all the other people on the documentary, Rebecca, who was her longtime friend and her biggest financial donor. And I hear them because I've spent so much time with these people. You don't just sit and interview them and then you're like, see you later. I spend so much time really understanding how this happened, and hopefully that comes across in my work. And so then when I speak to Amanda, I keep their voices in my head to just make sure that I'm checking myself all the time. And I think the thing is I know the facts and I have so much information. So it would be very hard for Amanda to lie to me because she knows that I can cross-check everything. And she knows that if she lies, then I'm going to know she's lying. So I think we've built this very unusual trust, maybe,
probably
between us, because I'm not going to sit here and say that she's a monster. But for me to tell the story and give voice to people.
Sure.
But yeah, it's something I definitely thought about. I definitely thought, is she manipulating me? And I really cross-checked my own thoughts and my own behavior, but I understand psychology and I understand manipulative behavior to a T, and trauma. So I'm really experienced in it.
You know what I got to ask you? I know you're tight on time, but there's this one soundbite of a woman, an interview that you do, and she's asked, well, when did you finally kind of, clue in and realize that you were being scammed? And she said not until she pleaded guilty. And there was so much information available about what a scam artist Amanda was. The question I have for you is, she's getting out in December of this year.
Oh, shit.
Do you think she's
getting out in December? Yikes, spikes.
Just going to keep on doing it?
To me, she has, as in, She said to me that she's accountable, that she has lied, that she has done what she's done. So does that mean that because she has recognized what she's done and she told me anyway, then is she going to do it again? Like, well, she knows what she's done, so maybe not. And then the other thing is, like, you made a great point. Like, I made this podcast, which blew up and went viral. Then we've made a TV show, which is going everywhere. It's very hard now, I think, for Amanda to do it again. And I think the public opinion has made Amanda probably also realize the gravity of what she's done, because it's not just about the victims that we showcase in the TV docuseries. It's about every person that's experienced cancer, that's struggling every day, that's lost people to cancer. That's what it also represents. It's so much bigger.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm glad that we're doing this interview. I'm glad that we're putting it out in as many platforms as possible. This is what she looks like. This is her name. This is her history. Beware of your wallet. Oh,
Yes.
Charlie Webster, it's so good to talk to you. I could talk to you for hours. And I wish I had on my podcast, because you're just so delightful.
Guard your wallet. She's coming out in December. Oh gosh. So if she's fake cancer, he's the doctor. He knew. So the thing is I think she would go to like, so you know how you can go get like saline infusions, like hydration. I think she would go to places like that and say that she was getting her infusions. They showed, let me see if I can find that clip of, I don't know if you guys saw the Band-Aid behind her ear that they kept showing. So this was one of the times where one of the people closest to her was like, there's no fucking way. So she said that she got fluid drained off of her brain. Okay. She had fluid drained off of her brain. And that was the Band-Aid that they gave her. And she went swimming right afterwards. And so that was when this person was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'll tell you guys, my husband had a minor surgery on his neck yesterday, and he can't swim for 2 fucking weeks. And that is not having to do with your brain. Okay. So it's like people were just like, what is going on? So sounds like Scamanda is going to be out in December. So watch out, everybody. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. So we're going to kind of switch gears to Lolcow. There's been a lot of crazy shit happening there. This first clip I want to show is just kind of just a little funny. So Fat Camp is coming up for Jonesy. So Fat Camp is coming up for the Lolcows. And I don't know what. Okay, I guess we'll just watch the clip. So this is the clip from yesterday. So obviously there's, some overweight people in the Lolcow universe. And okay, let's just
run, fat man. Okay, let me show you. I'm right here, right now. Watch it.
I think that they were talking about running because they were thinking that they were gonna have to run at Fat Camp.
What the fuck do you have on? What are on your feet? Do you have diabetic socks on?
I have lymphedema, you fucker!
Those really are some health
Watch him run. Watch him run. Oh God.
It looks like you got to take a shit and you're hoping to get to the toilet before it comes out.
Okay, and I'm not making fun of people running, but I will make fun of Boogie because Boogie's a piece of shit.
So fast Boogie, I can barely stop in time, bitch.
do a barrel roll.
I ran so fast I could barely stop in time. No, Boogie, I think it's the force of the weight that you're carrying. That's why you couldn't stop in time.
Oh, Boogie, hold the fuck up. You got to do that again, man. You're all fucking out of breath.
God, I was going fast as shit.
I was going fast as shit.
No, you look like you were about to take a shit fast.
What the fuck's a barrel roll in real life?
Oh, hold on. Let me show you what you just did.
Oh my god.
That's half speed.
I was
That's
faster
half
than
speed.
that.
That's what you just did
I
right
was
there.
faster than that. Audience
No,
ones and chat,
you
I was
weren't.
faster than that.
You were faster
Hold
than
on.
that. Yeah, yeah, you're faster
Speed,
than that.
bitch.
I just want to say that ghost guy has a really nice voice. Okay, let's watch this again. He's gonna do. Oh,
All right, come on, bring it to me, Boogie. Come on.
That's an athletic stance.
Oh yeah.
Look out, Sammy.
Oh god.
Yeah, Sam, you don't want to get her in the train tracks now, bud.
Sammy, right?
Stretching those hammies.
Horrible.
I cannot.
I mean, can you imagine if Boogie was chasing you? You would laugh.
Woo!
Laughter. What the fuck?
That's fast right there, bitch. I'm faster than you.
Yeah.
Dog, but Boogie, put your headset on. How many times have you shit your pants trying to get to the toilet? Because you are slow as fuck, bro.
about 3 times today so far.
No, mystery. That's some guy named Ghost.
Falsely accuse anyone of anything.
Okay. We're gonna go to this later because we're gonna go in order. Okay, so actually, you know what? Let's watch that one.
You take a shit and you're hoping to get to the
I just
Right
want
here,
to
right
watch him
now.
running.
Watch it.
What the fuck do you have on? What are on your feet? Do you have diabetic socks on?
I have lymphedema, you fucker!
Those really are some elephant trunks.
His arms.
That looks
The
like you
arms
gotta take
for
a
me. They're
shit
like,
and you're hoping to get to the toilet before it comes out.
look at him. He's like, he was about to fall over. Hold
So
on.
fast I can barely stop in time.
Shit, and you're hoping to get to the toilet before it comes out.
He's like, oh fuck, oh, that was a lot.
So
Hold up,
fast
Boogie,
I can
Boogie.
barely stop in time, bitch.
Do a barrel roll.
Boogie.
Okay, I mean, you gotta love their ow, sorry, I just hit my mic. I don't even know the word, but he thought he was going fast. That was really funny. Okay, so I think I know. He needs to get a sports bra for fat camp. That's for fucking sure. Those things are gonna knock someone out. Okay, so the next clip I have. Okay, so if you guys don't know what's going on with the whole Lolcow Queens versus Savage and Flava. So Flava was brought up by Tina. Tina said she was getting threats to her phone, people saying they were going to burn down her house, and automatically, has to blame Savage and then has to blame Flava. So Flava was forced to go up and defend herself. And so she was brought onto a couple Lolcow shows this last week. And so this was Friday. So this was the kind of the first of this whole little saga, if you want to call it that. But I just thought this was funny. So Lolcow Live goes on before Lolcow Queens. And so they're all talking about the situation. Flava's up there, Savage is up there, Billy's up there. And then you guys might not think this is funny, and I apologize in the beginning if you don't think this is funny, but I thought this whole situation was funny.
And anywhere with Becky over the weekend. Let's be real.
They're currently restreaming us right now on Queens.
So Becky is stream sniping the main show. Okay. That's what Wings just alerted. You could see Sav. She's like, what the fuck?
Oh, they're restreaming?
Get him, King! Get him!
My goodness, it's off the chain over here.
Becky did not do her punishment.
Oh, yeah. And so Becky was supposed to do a punishment because she doxed Flava. Mind you, I know Flava's information might already be out there, but this was to an audience of 4,000 people who may not have known that Flava's information was already out there. So Becky was supposed to do a punishment and she refused. And then that's kind of where this is.
It's 3 now. That's 3.
Wings, let's get their channel banned. Show your penis.
No, I'm good.
No,
I'm good.
No, don't do that.
I'm not that strong, Billy. I got a wide angle. He can't get it all.
Okay, so if you can see what Keem just did over here. So this is what they do in the Discord. And let me just rewind it a little bit so you can see. So he basically goes down to the studio that Becky is in, and he's going to drag her into their show.
Channel bend, show your penis.
No, I'm good.
No, dude.
And if you're not familiar with Discord, like that's what it looks like. So he's just going to grab Becky's Discord and pull her into the main show.
I'm not that strong,
His
Billy.
camera doesn't have a wide angle. He can't get it all in. I promise you.
Hey, I'm not that strong. I can hold the gas tank of the love machine up.
Okay, look.
Oh, she's back.
Becky,
Where'd
I moved
Wait,
you.
where-
I moved you. Just get this done. Come on.
Jesus.
Becky, I'm sorry. I moved you. I'm the one that moved you. It was me.
So then now Tina and Mike join.
Can we just get this done so we can start at ground zero?
Get me back over here now. Jesus Christ.
Team, no.
No.
Listen to me. I come trying to make some sort of peace, which you were trying to do earlier today on Milkers. Bro.
Look at that disrespect on your motherfucking birthday, too. God,
On
dang.
my birthday.
On your
Birthday, King.
motherfucking
Happy
birthday.
Okay, Wings.
She needs an intervention. She's too high.
Wings, I'm guessing that you would like to be the executioner here and give Becky the spankings. Go ahead, sir.
No, I'm good.
You
I'm
want to
good.
give her
Oh,
spankings?
no. Get up in it. Get up in it.
Hey, Truth. He said himself he has a meat apron. What the fuck?
You already get up in it.
I'm good. I'm good.
He got a
That's
thing
too much
for Becky.
Boogie, I think you make that bitch anyway. Get her, Boogie.
Wait,
It's not
what?
fair. We all had to do something. I was like, you get Becky. You don't like that bitch.
I'm so over her shit. I just don't give a fuck what she does.
I was in the old Queens. I said in the Queens that I thought Flavor was hot. And I think that Becky, I thought it pissed Becky off and she like dipped. And so I was like, oh.
Okay, so Keem's dragging her back in.
On what planet is that bitch hot? Was she lighting someone on fire? What are you talking about? That bitch is
No,
ugly.
Look at Boogie being racist. She hates that peanut butter complexion.
Mike wants that brown sugar. That's what he wants.
Y'all got to have
I
brown
love
skin
brown
now.
sugar.
Brown.
She's not a bunny boiler though. Mike, like she does a lot worse than boil your bunny when you piss
I don't
her
know
off.
about y'all, but Flavor
Trust
could burn
me.
me down. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we don't get no respect.
Oh gosh. And I think that's what pisses Becky and Tina off is I think Keem kind of likes Flava. But also it's hilarious. So everyone was like saying, you know, Flava's an arsonist, and Keem said he was charged with arson. No one wants to talk about that.
Becky and Michael, because you guys talk nasty. Flavor and
It's my birthday.
He's a pirate too. So what?
It's my Tina. It's
Sorry guys, Savage is her mic is kind of squeaky.
my birthday. I'm drunk and I'm joking. Come on, chill out. Little cry baby. What the fuck?
You can't take a freaking joke for nothing.
They so serious.
Chartway. Thanks for the 5 gifted.
All right.
Well, if we're going to be hitting on the girls, I think I should hit on Tina. Tina, you might be down 1 foot, but I've got 12 inches for you.
Oh my God.
Make sure you take your watch off, Billy.
And that's why I fucking love Billy. He cracks me up.
I just drug Billy over to Queen so he can tell Tina in person.
Oh God. Tonight.
Yo, fuck this. Let's all jump into Queens.
Okay, so this
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So this is I don't know. I love this part of this shit. So they're like, okay, now let's all jump into Queens, into their show.
Those are rough. I'm not doing a hard time. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, and now I'm ready. Go ahead to Studio A.
Tina.
Oh, shit.
Went to another studio.
Yo, we going to war. It's my birthday. We going to war. Jump to studio. We going to war.
Let's switch.
Poor Billy.
What show are we on?
Live on air. The live on air one.
One that everyone follows. And now they left some in Studio C, so I can't escape. I'm going to Studio B. Goodbye.
I will follow you wherever you go, bitch.
Where'd Flava go?
She went to go burn a house down or something.
Shut the
Burning
fuck up,
down
Tina.
a
Huge
house.
allegation, Tina. You better stop.
Oh my God. Becky and Wings are together.
Oh my God.
We're gonna stalk you. Stop fucking around.
This is like when I was in kindergarten and all the boys used to fight for me on the playground.
No, this is like 2025 where Wings is the first one in your room. That's what it's like.
Same thing.
I can't help I got my shit not from Meta PC.
You know Tina can't. Tina can't catch up with her one leg. What are you doing? Who left
She has to call Albert over to
Oh my
change
God.
lobby.
You see how high Becky is? Look how high she is.
Guess what? Defend against what?
Tina's yelling.
All right,
God
all right,
damn it.
all right. Stop.
Albert's not here. I can't keep going from screen to screen. I don't know how to get on.
All right, Becky, stop running. We're all gonna.
And then poor Tina. Tina can't do Discord, so she doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Gonna be in the same room. All right, you're high. We're having a good time. It's my birthday. We're all gonna be in the same room. Okay.
We're not making money that way, motherfucker. Fuck your birthday right now. King, that's tomorrow.
Somebody's echoing.
This is his birthday stream right now. Show this man some fucking props, motherfucker. You know what they did on Milkers? They sang happy birthday to this motherfucker. And you're doing this shit, Becky? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mickey.
To the people over in
Mickey.
Queens.
Who the fuck is Mickey? Who the fuck is Mickey?
Wait, Becky, for my birthday, pour a gallon of milk on your fucking forehead. For my birthday.
Mickey? You called me Mickey?
I
said
said
Milky.
I said Becky. But I was trying to say
Mickey.
Okay, so Milky. Pour.
Yeah, let's go, Milky.
Let's go, Milkies. Let's go.
You owe me.
Not both at once.
You owe me a gallon of milk. Come on, Becky.
Okay, but wait a minute. Hold on a minute. She made a mistake and she tried to apologize. Said fuck her apology. Flava's not part of our fucking our crew over here. So
Tina?
if it was Savage personally, then she owes a punishment. But Flava's not part of us.
Tina,
Hello.
Tina, it's not about Savage. It's not about Flava. It's about Keemstar justice. I just want it to be fair and balanced. That's all. It's important to me, not them.
Okay. So we'll jump from this one. Keemstar sounds really drunk. Okay. So the last clip we're going to cover, I don't think we're going to cover the whole thing, but we will get to the gist of it. Okay. So, oh God, was it Saturday that Becky made the whole... So Becky refused to go to fat camp if Savage was going because she doesn't feel safe. Becky is just one of those people that will say anything to either make their point or get their way. So this is from Rewind. This is a little clip of them reviewing the stream where she got crazy. So let's watch it.
Show up. And they show up, and we've been pretty polite about it. But this is exactly how Keem needed to respond in this moment. We don't need you adding on the whole
Yeah, Zero. She thinks that Savage is gonna physically harm her. I don't know.
The reason Becky didn't do her punishment on the show is because all the milkers were jumping on that back.
She doxed Flava, found out about the arson shit. Her and Tina conjured a phony threat. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. And what is Savage gonna do? Feed her cake? No. Well, so they said that Savage threatened her. I don't think Savage ever threatened her. I think she said she was gonna like grab her by her pearl necklace or something like that. But just kind of like talking shit. But yeah, she was like, I don't feel safe if Savage is gonna be there.
Would you like a current weather report?
Whether or not Becky is currently employed?
Okay, current weather report is Michael is right now trying to figure out how to use OPS, and he cannot figure it out.
Some of my source video camera.
It is under a membership only stream, but you know, I'm a member. I found the Visa gift card to put it through. So my credit card is still not working, but that's okay. We did it. All right.
We did it,
So you can
boys.
deactivate it and then reactivate it.
No, not yet. So I go.
The good news is now he can. Okay, so at first he wasn't able. He heard Tina and Keem when they were in Discord with him. He heard them through his speakers. He wasn't even.
He's like TLDR. So he turned it into an AI. He sent a, which I think we should play.
Okay, here we go. So that was just Mike trying to learn Discord because now, or Discord, OBS, because now he has to run OBS. So basically that stream happened, and then I guess Becky wrote a long message about how she was quitting, and Keem said, I'm not reading this, so I made it into an AI song.
Hey.
Oh yeah, we're gonna play it. Just I'm pulling this up right now. It's got to do with the live stream that's going on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Because Becky sent a resignation letter to Keemstar. Keem obviously doesn't read. He's like TLDR. So he turned it into an AI music song.
Yes.
Which is, by the way, the second Becky resignation AI music song Keem has had to make.
Very true. That I think the first time I got in the Discord was her first AI resignation song. By the way, this is very Taylor Swift.
This is wild, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so this has got to do with the current that's happening in the she was in the chat talking.
Okay, Becky was in the chat talking that rah-rah.
Yeah,
truth.
So here is this. I need Keem to have my back. He's the one in charge around here, and he does it, so I'm out. It's not even about Savage anymore. It's about the fact that Keem chooses to humiliate me instead of taking accountability. I quit because Keem doesn't have my back. And wow,
Oh, God.
one
Okay,
day
so
without me and someone else on Queen's dock someone. Wow.
Lily Messiah.
So Keem did have her back. He was going to let her ban Savage from Fat Camp. So he did have your back, Bexter.
I would the R in the chat. Rewind is the real R word. Thank you, Lily. Yeah, let's.
Was that Lily
someone
Beans?
else on Queen's Dock? Someone? I don't know what's going on.
I think they were trolling. I didn't really hear it because you could barely hear them at that point because that's when you heard them through the speakers. And Tina had said something about Michael, and I didn't hear it because I was listening through my speakers, not my headset, so I didn't understand what she said. So, all right, let me pull up the song.
We got the hot new Becky resignation single.
Get ready, the guys. It's so good.
Live from Lolcow Discord, as made by Keem and the AI Super Brain. This is a bop, by the way. I want everybody to know this is a certified bop.
Certified bop. Certified. All right, so Keemstar dropped this. It was basically a voice note that he got from Becky, and he was like, or actually, it's something that she typed.
So the best part, I guess, for me was that I was like out and about, just checking my Discord, and I see this message and I listen to it. I'm kind of buzzed. And I'm like, dang, this is kind of a good song.
Typed out to him, and he's like, I ain't reading all that because it's Keem. So he took the words and made it into a song. He said, Becky just quit and sent me a really, really long message that I didn't feel like reading, so I made it into an AI song out of it. So here we go.
Well, this just got 1,000 times worse for me. Now my mom wants me off the show. She won't watch my cats or check in on my house while I'm gone. That just raised my cost of going by about to copy. Cause now I have to pay vet visits for all my cats, pay for their shots, and then get them boarded.
Doesn't it sound like Taylor Swift?
If I can even do that in time, it's probably too late for that. Because rabies vaccinations take a while to kick.
Why does Billy have a blowtorch?
And I don't even know that. I'm cool with boarding my cats in the first place. I think I just need to be out of this overall. I'm I'm just not a fit for the LCU. It's been fun while it
Not gonna lie, I'm dancing like Billy is right now. I wish I had my cam on, but I didn't do my makeup yet.
lasted. But at the end of the day, whenever I have issues, I'm just gonna get gaslit into submission. And I'm tired of the fights every week. I don't like knowing that you still have any doubt in your mind that I'll bring any false allegations against you.
Oh no.
The trust is
What
there
happened?
going both ways at this point. I sent that before meaning to, but here's the rest. I also don't like that I've been set up to be in a position where now, if anything does legitimately happen to me, no one will believe me, because according to you and everyone else in leadership positions around here, I'm just a professional.
Oh gosh. Why does Billy have his baba? Why does Billy have a baba? Or a binky?
I'm resigning effective immediately. I'm also not agreeing for my portion of funds to be taken out of my paycheck to go toward camp, because I never agreed to that in the first place, and I'm no longer part of it. You guys get to take all the risk and all
Billy, I'm fucking scared. Why is he looking at us like that? I need to screenshot that.
the reward, and I'm out of that whole thing. When I agreed to be a host, I was beginning for the opportunity, but this isn't the same opportunity I signed up for back then. It was you, Boogie, and Wings 3 known quantities I was okay with. If I knew this is what it would have come to one day, I wouldn't have come on board. My parents are too old to be putting them through this stress. This just isn't the opportunity I thought it was. Beyond all that, I wish everyone the best, and we'll stay out of the way of things, and hope you all have success.
Oh, just
Okay.
stay out of the way of things.
You guys have to admit that was like a pretty good song made out of a text message or whatever. So yeah, that was funny. Okay, so then I guess Becky kept saying leaving
Anyone,
comments.
anything. I'm a professional victim. I will never be
just wanted to
believed
get
if anything
there.
serious does happen.
I just wanted to get to where Keem. Hey, okay, thanks, Be Real. Have a good day. Keem comes on to rewind. Because Becky's in all the chats leaving like these messages. Here's a hot take. Now that Keem said I could falsely accuse anyone of anything and I'm a professional victim, I will never be believed if anything serious happens to me. For that reason, I am out.
Happened to me. For that reason, I'm out. There's the
Oh, I
official
already read
reason.
this. She said the same.
Same leader bread.
Give me. And I already showed that.
Yeah, and Akeem's here now, so we're double
Okay,
down.
Keem's here now.
Supreme leader bread.
Give me. Why are you in the chat? Why are you in the chat? You quit. Yes, have a.
Okay, so Keem goes off. Xylee's reaction, I think, is my favorite.
I wish you the best success. Okay, all that. Big, long, goddamn longer than the goddamn Bible. I had to put it into a song just so I could understand what you're saying. You quit. You put me through hell today. I got Savage on handed knee saying sorry to you. Everything was good. It was.
And yes, Savage apologized like a sincere apology to Becky. Hey, JD.
Stressful. It was hell. And dude, I didn't have 30 minutes of silence after my show until I'm getting the typical, the predictable, the non-stoppable Becky Boop and sending me stupid messages like I'm your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend, Becky. You message me.
Look at Xylee's face. She's like, damn, He said that.
Like I am your boyfriend. It's insane, dude. Get help. Seek help. You're literally telling me I can't do this anymore. I can't. It's so stressful. You put me in this horrible position. Okay, fine. Then why the fuck are you in the chat? Right? We're doing a members only over on Queens, setting up Mike, teaching him how to do the OBS because you quit. And in the middle of that, you're in the chat. Why would you be in the chat? That doesn't make sense. We're on Rewind. I'm sitting here on Sunday night trying to watch some Billy the Fridge and Xylee. And I look to the chat. I see your ass. You are. I'll tell you what. This is what you're doing. You're crossing my boundary. I got boundaries too. I got boundaries too. You put me through hell, and I don't want to see you anywhere near this Lolcow live.
I know. And so he emphasized boundaries because that was something Becky kept harping on in the live where so I mean they had a good point. So Becky was saying that she was scared of Savage coming to Fat Camp. But then they were also, on the other hand, saying that Becky could be a liability because she's always being a victim. And who's to say she's not going to blame somebody for something just to be a victim again or to prove a point? Because that's what she does. That's what she does. So yeah, she kept bringing up boundaries. And Keem's like, I'm sick of the boundaries.
I don't want to see you in the chat. I don't want to see you in the Discord. I don't want to see you anywhere. Mother disappeared now.
So there was some boom in his voice. There was some definite boom in Keem's voice right there. I don't hear Keem like that very often.
You know the last time I heard Keem like that? When I had my daddy Keem talk with him when he was yelling at me. The one talk I've had where he was yelling at me, that's what he sounded like. I know what that voice sounds like. That
Truth, you could not pay me enough money to eat cat food. I look at cat food and want to throw up. Like,
that's him actually mad. Like mad.
Damn. So yeah, Keem basically just laid the law down. If Becky has boundaries, she has now reached Keem's boundaries. There you go.
No, and it's funny on the show too, because I can't remember I think it's when Mike called into the show. He was like, do you know how tired? He goes, working with all these women. Do you know how tired I am of the word boundaries? That's why
exactly.
Keem said that shit. Because it's always, you're pushing my boundaries. You are pushing my boundaries. That's why Keem said what he said.
So, a kind of a backstory in why he's saying that is because if you're in the Discord, so there used to be like voice chat 1, voice chat 2, voice chat 3, and everybody could see it. Purple Hair, aka Zayzooted, said that she didn't feel safe and she didn't have a safe space. So they rearranged the voice chat. So you have to be a cash cow for that channel to see the voice chat. So that had just happened last week. And then this whole thing with Becky, I couldn't even imagine.
It was a throwback.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to boundaries. If some woman has boundaries,
No shit. Okay. Before we get into the live stream that happened today, what do you think her real reason is?
Becky?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
here we go.
There's
and not even if you made your own cat's food. I mean, maybe if I made their own, but the canned shit, I cannot. We have 2 cats and my husband has to feed them because I cannot do the wet cat food. Nope.
2 sides, right? There's the cynical side, the like what's the worst possible side, then there's the caring side, right? If I'm thinking from the caring side and trying to give Becky like the benefit of the doubt, then I'm thinking, you know, she doesn't feel like she's got enough support and she feels lonely and she feels like she doesn't have like anybody but herself. It's Becky versus the world. So she's
They had a whole Becky gang in the Discord. She had Becky gang. There are ride or die Becky fans. I just think a lot of them were done with their shit after the craziness she pulled. With screaming she wasn't gonna be safe at that camp.
She doesn't want to go down there and be put in a situation where she feels unprotected, right? That's if I'm.
Oh, you're talking the Savage thing.
Well, there's the Savage thing, but like really anybody, right? Becky's kind of like the Lolcow live shit post. We all dump on Becky, right?
She makes it easy though. She puts herself in that situation.
So if she goes there and she's vulnerable and she's there with everybody, Savage is one thing, but could be anybody. So if I'm being favorable to Becky, I would say that she's scared and doesn't feel protected. Now, if I'm being cynical and calling out Becky, I think that she just knows that she's not up to the task and it's going to be very hard for her to do what she does. So she's just going to walk out now.
Yeah, and I can see that being a point because she does use her arthritis as a crutch, especially like when people were asking why her house wasn't clean. Granted, I don't have rheumatoid arthritis, so I don't know what she's going through, but that's just an example.
Just go out before she fails forward, She's nope, I want out. I'm not I'm not going to be able to do this.
I know, Curious. Savage would hug her. I mean, I feel like that. I don't know if Savage is a hugger, but I feel like that would be like the worst she could do is give her a big bear hug. I think once, and I was telling Savage this in the Milkers voice chat the other day, that I feel like once you meet people in person, things will be different. Once you meet face to face, I feel like, it's a whole different situation. A lot of people are going to be tough on the internet and talk their shit. But once you're face to face, I feel like that all just kind of, falls away weirdly. Hey, Bewildered. How are you? Thanks for being here. That's our other Milkers mod. So I was telling Savage that. I'm like, I feel like once you guys are in person, it's going to be a different situation. Her and Xylee might even get along. Who the fuck knows?
To your first point,
yeah,
that is absolutely horseshit.
You think?
Because if she wasn't protected and if she wasn't cared for, her ass would have been gone a long ass time ago. As many times as that bitch quit or took off and nobody knew where the she would have lost this gig a long time ago. Can we be for real?
But in her mind, like she feels like she's deserved more protection, right?
If she feels like she deserves more, off, because I don't think anybody else could quit as many times as she has and kept their job.
And the way she talks to Keemstar. I mean, I get Keemstar's not like the nicest person in the world, but if you're seeing it as a boss employee owner, employee situation, she disrespects the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's also how good she is at what she does.
Yeah, but bro, it was borderline kissing somebody's ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it was what that's and I know that's not what it was, but that's what it was perceived by everybody. It looked like her ass was getting kissed.
And then the other side is that she just knows that she's not up to it and she's scared and she wants to quit.
That's exactly what I think it is. I think she is too goddamn worried on how she's going to look at Fat Camp.
Slag IFPS is Mike streamed on Queens when Becky was in Texas. Him learning OBS is a way to make it seem real. She will show up at Fat Camp as a surprise type thing.
Could be.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Could be. You never know. That I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is like real or not. But
One's
Keem
2
just
cents.
put out.
Says Becky has been banned by Keem.
Yep, I was just about to say. Keem put it in the Discord. Mods ban Becky ASAP.
There you go.
Oh shit.
So I don't know. I don't know if it
Cyrus the Virus says, rumor has it Becky will be selling her Lolcow hoodie on eBay soon. Dude, she's trying to make a couple bucks.
Maybe.
Get the Retro Nooks' book smarts surrounded by street smarts. Yeah. Harvard extension only extends so far. Greek Girl says she set herself on.
Okay, we'll stop it there. Harvard extension doesn't extend so far. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm glad the sound worked better than last night. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I do want to do so. I was thinking of changing my side stories into What the Fuck Weekly. So I'm still trying to decide which day of the week I want to do that, but we'll see. So just keep your eye out. I'm going to try and do this weekly. I always say that, but we'll see how it goes. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it a lot. If you haven't, hit the like, and I will see you guys later.
Toasted, we'll be having a ball. Bring your sass, bring your smile. Let's get this on track. It's always a good time hanging out with A-Mac. Kicking it with A-Mac, laughing all night. Talking smack, throwing jokes, everything's alright. Good friends, good times, this is where it's at. Life's a party when you're hanging with a Mac. Bring it back. Bring a Mac. Bring a Mac like you're hanging with a Mac. So bring your snacks and bring your tea. It's a smack talker party, just wait and see. From the headlines to the punchlines, we're all in. A Mac's got the energy to make the fun begin. Kick back, relax, let the good times roll. With a Mac in the mix.